All right, welcome race fans. It's been a while. My name is Carlos Acosta from 3Y TV, and I'm here to bring you some fast action, some fast racing action. I hope you guys are all doing well. This is the Fastlane Racing League. It's been a long time since I've broadcasted these guys, and honestly, I can't wait. Today is race number 0 of the 3Y TV Truck Series. I am beyond excited. Unfortunately, we're just doing this for fun. We're not gonna have too much help tonight. It's just gonna be me so I can work on some of my chops, but I hope everybody is having a great time. It's gonna be a little bit different from what we normally see in 3Y TV broadcasts, and I hope that's gonna be okay. We're gonna see how you guys feel, see if you guys all like that. If not, we can always figure something else out. Nothing wrong with that. I can see, I'm already seeing some people out here in the chat. We got KDZ Gaming saying, welcome to Fastlane Racing League, everybody. Hope you'll enjoy watching the race tonight. I agree. I hope everybody here is gonna have a great time. I'm gonna have a good time, and I hope you guys do as well. We got Logan Detweiler, or DeWiller, I apologize, I'm a little blind. Saying, hey, we got Billy Wise music saying, woo! We also got Wern. At least I hope that says Wern. I gotta pull up a chat like on my phone or something. It's gonna be a little bit easier for me to read than from a monitor across the room. Saying good luck to all the drivers. Worm's driving school. Okay, so it is Worm. Okay, yeah. I'm here at Scott for Talent for the summer sponsorship program we will be offering. That's amazing. Wow, that's gonna be awesome. I'm sure all of these guys are for sure going to be worth it. As I try to pull up here the chat on my phone, hopefully I don't get to hear any audio. I hurt myself there for a split second. Hope you're all doing good. I'm gonna type in the chat saying, what's up, fans? Hope you guys are all having a great time. Let's take a look. We only have a couple minutes before warm-up, quote-unquote warm-up, is supposed to end. We got 4 minutes. All right, so far, top of the line, top of time, I should say. Not last time. I'm looking for best time. Is Christopher Burge. He has a 49 second 38 millisecond lap time. We got David Wilson in second with Fernando Matos in third. You got Doug McCollum in fourth. Tom Johnson fifth. Johnny Berardi sixth. Thomas Weiss 7th, Luke Nup, and I apologize for some of these guys, I'm used to their names, others I'm not, so Luke, I apologize if I said your last name incorrectly, in 8th, Billy Wise 9th, and Tanner Sharp currently in 10th in time. Now, normally we would have qualifying, but we are not going to have qualifying here tonight, and the reason why is it's the Clash, right? It's going to be 40 laps of fast racing action. All right, we got 2 segments. The first 25 laps, then the last 12 laps on segment 2. Something seems wrong. It's 40 laps, 25 plus 12. I'm trying to do some quick maths over here. I'm trying to figure out why I'm getting some weird numbers. All right, I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna play it by ear. We're gonna play it by ear. I hope you guys are all doing well. As I have failed math a couple times in college, and I'm ashamed. But I got my degree, and it's simple. We also have Tim Conley saying, "Hey guys," and saying, "Wolfram, I wish I knew about this race." We also got GOM 1600 saying, "Let's go, Josh Riddle," and Worm saying, "I love trucks. I love trucks too." That's something we can all get behind. With about a minute 59 seconds remaining, I'm gonna try to see if I can actually find the starting grid. Should be around here somewhere. If not, we'll be able to have it when it starts up. But here's something I can go about. As we have Wolfram Productions saying, root for number 4. We have a couple teams going out here tonight. Here are some of the official teams. We have CP Motorsports. That includes the number 4 of Nick Cotillo, the number 12 of Derek Castor, number 14 of Ethan Thompson, and Fernando Matos in the 17. We have GMI, which is George Maruff Incorporated. That's going to be the number 24 truck of Joshua Riddle. You got Joe Torres Racing. It's going to be number 29 Joe Torres. Protege Racing with number 5 Brandon Wright, number 20 David Wilson, 25 Cal Zimmer, and the number 98 of Chris Roberge. That's definitely going to be a strong team right there. And of course, none other than Wise Guys Racing with the number 1 Thomas Wise, number 32 of Billy Wise, and number 66 of Brian Lowhead. We don't have that much time before we're about to get some fantastically fun racing action. It's oh man, I can't wait. It's been like almost 2 years since I last broadcasted any of these guys out in the track. Let's take a look at some of these guys and see, you know, what's going on. We got the number 23 here of Tom Johnson. I wanted to make sure I almost hit the wrong thing. Let me delete that. Put something else in here. As trying to figure out some of these graphics and everything. Got Tom Johnson, number 23. Whoops, that's a holdover from last race. Tom Johnson learned how to drive with Mario Kart. All right, let's see if that's actually true or not. We're going to figure that out sometime in the future. But there's a number 23 NRA Museum of Tom Johnson. Who else is on the track? We have Joe Torres, number 29. That's the Mobile 1 machine. And I do hope Trading Paints is working because I have noticed that there's a little bit of an issue. But we'll figure it out as, oh, that looks like practice is over. And looks like we are actually about to go green very, very soon. 40 laps, of course. Caution within the first 25 laps, I believe, is the first stage break. Let me just double check here. Yes, it looks like that's going to be the case. Woo, we got a fun one out here tonight. We got the drivers gridding up. I just can't wait to see what's going to happen here. 2 segments, first 25 laps, last 12 laps for segment 2. Okay, I get it. So yeah, 25 laps and 15 laps for the second segment. Of course, about 12 laps of racing because iRace is going to be counting cautions. But I see what we can do is see if we can actually go ahead and get a look at the starting lineup. Not sure if I'm gonna get an actual working grid. I am. Look at that. Fantastic. In first place, we have Tom Johnson, number 1 machine, with Derek Castor in second. Doug McCollum will be starting in third, with Billy Wise in fourth. Brandon Wright will be starting 5th. Tanner Sharp 6th. Brian Lowhead in 7th with Chris Roberge in 8th. Joe Torres will be starting 9th with Eddie Hawks in 10th. Andrew Smith and Tommy Wise will be starting 11th and 12th, as I'm trying to see where the button is for me to move on to the next section. Is this it? That's not it. We are still learning things as they come. But in 11th, pardon me, in Kyle Zimmer 13th, Fernando Matos 14th, Johnny Berardi 15th, Joshua Riddle 16th, David Johnson 17th, Luke Knupp in 18th, Connor Berry in 19th, and we appear to have 2 drivers that are currently not on track right now. That's Ethan Thompson and Brandon Wright. Oh, looks like we had Chris Roberge in the chat there for a moment. Chris Roberge will be starting in... Actually, yeah, he'll be starting technically in 9th. Right now, I believe he's currently... I'm being told he's currently in 7th, but he'll be moving around. Let's see. We also have River Motorsports saying, hey! Hello, Carlos. But hey, watch the caps, all right? It'll trigger the auto mod. We don't want that going on. This is going to be a more interactive broadcast, so anybody out here that wants to, I don't know, say something, get something in chat, maybe if you guys wanted me to focus on the driver, just be active on chat. Let's see what's going on. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps boost engagement and helps other people discover the fantasticness of this league, which we will get over as soon as these guys settle in, because it's about to be green here at Daytona for the 3YTV Truck Series Clash. should say. I believe the number 32 of Derek Castor led that lap, and I do apologize for the lack of camera action in the backstretch. Only type of quality content you're gonna have when I try to do everything here. But side by side, these fantastic drivers go on the backstretch of Classic Daytona. Not sure if I actually mentioned this. This is Classic Daytona. As we see, the 98 of Chris Roberge was pushing Tanner Sharp pretty hard. Almost got very tight and hit the wall, but I don't think he actually made any contact, which is good. That's really good news for Chris Roberge. But that outside line looking pretty strong, not gonna lie. That inside line of 32 of Castor, who started the race on the lead, is getting some help from the number, I believe that's number 12 of Derek Castor. No, that's not right. No, that's not right. What am I looking at? 12 to 72. Who's that white and blue car? That's the 32. Guys, I am definitely going blind. It's number 32 of Billy Wise, who was pushing Castor around earlier. But now that 32 is going to have the lead as they leave Tanner Sharp pretty much in the middle. Not a good location, but that number 98 definitely had to back off. I think Chris Roberge maybe was close to possibly hitting that wall and decided it was good to back off. You know, first couple laps, or on lap 3 of 40. Remember, caution on lap 25. That's the end of the first segment. Another thing to note, during segment 1, these drivers must take a 4-tire stop with fuel. And if they fail to do so, they're gonna get an EOL for the segment 2 restart. So, if they get a caution within lap 22 to 24, it becomes official and the stage ends. Any drivers who are lapped at the end of segment 1 will get automatic re-rounds and get paid for service under the yellow as well. These drivers do have fast repairs tonight. We have 5 fast repairs. As we have a caution. Caution is out. I'm going to try to see. It looks like Thomas Wise may have been involved in an accident there. Let's see if we can go back and take a look and see what happened, as I looks like I accidentally had this thing set to slow motion. Let's see what happened. Ooh, there was a checkup up ahead. We're not sure what happened. We're gonna get another look at it. But it seemed like the number 1 machine kind of got run over after checking up. And looks like he may end up using one of those fast repairs. I don't know. It doesn't look that bad. Not gonna lie. Let's see if we can go on board and see what the checkup was for. Oh, right there. Not sure who those 2 drivers are at, but there you see the number 1 machine getting turned around. Damage may not be too bad, but we're gonna have to see what it looks like. The backhand's a little crinkled front end also as well. Nice, beautiful throwback to Steve Park, I want to say. This was before my time. Let's see if we can go back again and see who those drivers were up ahead. Number 66 of Brian Lohead and the 99 of Berardi got involved, made some side-by-side contact. Actually, I think the 99 may have had more damage than the number 1 machine. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen. So we mentioned earlier the guys had to have, before stage 1 ends, 4 tires and fuel. It has to be under green. It does not count if it's not under green. The number 16, I apologize, not the 16. Brian Lohead, Johnny Berardi, Andrew Smith, and Thomas Wise are all going down pit road, more than likely to take care of any damage they may have received. It seems like all of these drivers actually were involved in the accident that brought out the caution. 99 and the 66 making contact that just checked up the field for everybody. So we have 4 drivers in pit road. The rest of them are staying out. Let's see. All right, we have 5 laps in. Everybody that's watching in chat, what are you guys thinking? What's the racing action looking like to you guys? I know it's very early, but who do you think might have a shot to win? Be as biased as you guys want to be. Let's take a look at what you guys are all thinking. It's still too early for me to tell, but every single time we go plate racing, I always have to look at this driver right here, Tanner Sharp, the number 3 machine. He's bad fast at super speedway races, and he gets there at the end. He may be a little bit aggressive for me. That's why I always get scared around Tanner, but Tanner has a track record, and it proves here at this track. Another fantastic driver at Daytona. Fernando Matos got his first win in a fantastic pass in the grass in Daytona a couple years ago. So don't forget Fernando. Don't forget Fernando. One of the few international drivers. Fernando is from Brazil. So shout out to Brazil, my southern brothers. All right, we got Worm saying good save, and number 4 has good long run term line as well as number 3. I agree. Nicotella, he's a driver that I've seen improve throughout the year. Somebody who's always impressed me in whatever he drives. If he struggles, he's always going to work to find a way around it. And number 4 is one tough driver, that's for sure. We're going to be going 1 to green this time by, as this caution number 1 looks to end pretty quickly. I'm going to take a little sip of water. That was maybe more than a little sip, but it's water, I assure you that. Alright, so this is a preview mostly for what we're going to get next week. Originally, this was going to be scheduled to be in iRacing Super Speedway. However, after some difficulties with the setup and the fact that it was still a relatively new track, it was decided to go with Classic Daytona, which is Daytona before it was repaved. So definitely bumpy, and these trucks are going to have a good old time bouncing up and down. So next week will be the actual first race of the season, the points paying race. That's the one where all of these guys want to have a good finish. But tonight, everybody wants to win, and unfortunately there can only be one winner, and it will not matter if you finish second or last, because you have to win to get that prestige. There's no points tonight, no points. Gonna get ready for another restart. We're also gonna go ahead and let these engines purr and see the sights and sounds of these guys having a nice, fun restart. Alright, nice fun restart. These guys are 10 laps into this race. We only have 30 laps left, or it's about to be 30 next time by. Don't forget, though, lap number 25 is when this stage break is going to happen. These guys need to go down pit road. Oh, no. Oh, okay, it looks like we got an accident going on. Caution will come out. Multiple drivers involved. A bunch of drivers. Oh, this is big. This is the big one. The majority of the field got Fernando Matos, Nate Catilla, Tom Johnson, Thomas Wise, I believe, ooh, number 12 there of Derek Castor is smoking. Let's see if any of these drivers cannot even drive it back down pit road. It looks like Brandon Wright may not be able to. So big damage there. Lots of cars. Tanner Sharp, the current leader. Let's see if we can go back and see what happened there with that crash. And taking a look, it looks like Doug McCollum may have triggered the crash. I know it triggered the caution for sure. Go and see. I saw somebody making contact. Ooh, the 28. 28 checked up. May have been something up ahead. They said the 12 involved the 20. A bunch of these drivers. See if we can get a better angle on what happened. Let's go back again. Go on board with... no, let's actually continue going with the wide angle. Oh, right there, the 12. I don't know if there was a checkup going on, or if just the car behind the 12 had a big run, and then just bump drafting going wrong. It's number 12. So let's go on board with the number 12, and actually let's go behind. There's the contact right there, and it sends him up into the other drivers. And of course, once that happens, everybody's scrambling up. You see Fernando Matos getting turned. Heavy damage to a bunch of these trucks. Definitely a lot of drivers going to be taking that fast repairs. We have a bunch of drivers going down Pear Road, but we're going to take a look at that later. We have a wreck to figure out. We got to dissect this wreck. We're going to see what happened. All right, let's slow it down. Right there. So the 12 got accidentally turned. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's just back it up just a little bit. Number 12, that's the 28. The number is a little bit backwards. I think it threw me off for a little bit there. So, yeah, it looks like the 12 was couldn't really do much. He's behind, he's behind the two leaders. Gets hit by the 28. The 77 also makes contact with the 28. And that kind of shuffles the 12 back up the field. 33 makes contact with the 23 because the 23 is already slowing down. Number 20 hits the back of Fernando Matos, and I believe that's what gets him loose, as a bunch of these drivers trying to check up gets a bunch of damage. Oh my goodness. I think this is definitely more than half the field getting involved in a wreck, as a bunch of drivers had to take it down Pear Road, and let's say the majority of them did have to take a fast repair. Remember, these guys have 5 fast repairs, and we'll get into that reason in just a little bit, But yeah, that's what we're seeing right there. Heavy damage for a majority of these drivers. All right. Well, we've got some time. Let's go see if we can actually bring in the number 3 machine of Tanner Sharp. So already 12 laps into this race. Tanner, do you have a copy? Yeah, I got you, Tanner. So we're seeing a couple cautions going on. Some of these drivers are already using their first fast repair. But we got, in a couple laps, in about 10 or so laps, maybe once we go back green before lap 25, you guys need to complete a green flag set of pit stops. What's your strategy for that? And I guarantee you nobody here in the track is watching this, so you can tell me all your secrets. All right, one last question before we let you go. How's the truck handling? All right, thank you so much, Tanner. We'll see what you guys all have in store for us tonight. So far, it's definitely fun, so see you soon. All right, and that was Tanner Sharp out there leading the race. Pretty much any restrictor plate track, we have no sound from driver. No, I see what happened. Ooh, guess what? I'm gonna interview Tanner next time by, because our intern may have accidentally unplugged the cable, and that intern may or may not have been me. So we do apologize. We're gonna interview Tanner next time by and pretty much ask him the same questions again. I'm sure he'll probably appreciate that. Maybe you know, it's been a while since he's been interviewed in 3YTV. But pace truck is off, and we're gonna get these guys back to green as Tanner Sharp is gonna try to continue to hold off to the lead with about 11 laps to go before the stage break. These drivers need to complete a full green flag stop, 4 tires and fuel under green conditions before stage 1 ends, or they're gonna face the penalty of starting in the back for stage number 2, those final 15, or I guess technically 12 or so laps. But with green flag out, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, the fact that these drivers are getting all these cautions already, I would personally, in my end, I would have definitely gone down pit road already. Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter because, oh man, I am dumb as a rock. It has to be green flag pit stops. So I guess yeah, I probably would have come in like right away. We got a bunch of these drivers going down pit road. So hopefully none of them make a mistake because the caution comes out. That's less time for all of these guys to do it. But man, they're all looking nice and clear. We got Joe Torres, Ethan Thompson, Joshua Riddle, Derek Castor, Tom Johnson, Eddie Hawks, Thomas Wise, and Brian Lowhead, all going down pit road nice and clean. Hopefully we're not seeing any issues, and hopefully these guys can make it out of pit road as, wow, that was a nice stop from the 23. So already have the drivers going down pit road nice and clean. Battle for the lead continue with Connor Berry passing Tanner Sharp, who somehow went to the outside line. They're usually, I know the outside line's good, but so far this early, the inside line's the way to be. And interesting to see Tanner moving up high, or in some case losing the position as the other half of the field, or I guess half of the field that didn't go down pit road, are not going down pit road as the 98 just taps that cone. Got a cone killer over here. 98, Dave. Let me try it again. Chris Roberts, David Wilson, Kyle Zimmer, Fernando Matos, Nicotella, and Johnny Berardi are in pit road this time by. Not seeing any issues. Nice clean stops from pretty much everybody. We have Luke Knupp, Tanner Sharp, Connor Berry, Billy Wise, Doug McCollum, and Andrew Smith, who have yet to make their green flag pit stops. Everybody else has done it, and they're pretty much going to be good. We have 25 laps to go, but we have 10 laps before the stage break for stage 2. As here we go, the last of the drivers that have yet to go down pit road are going down pit road, and Tanner Sharp driving all the way to the inside, passes one driver. It is inside the number 77, backs off just a little, but Tanner Sharp using his braking skills to get himself one more spot entering pit road. Not going to be too much of an issue here at this track, but a bunch of these drivers in pit road, and this is going to be the last of the mess. We see the number 99 of Johnny Berardi. Looks like he may have had an issue because he should be already up to speed by now. So we're going to try to see if we can find out what happened as the 33 just overshoots his stall heavily. Doug McCollum is going to pay a big price for this, as all these drivers in pit road are going to blow right on by him and leave him behind. Unfortunately for the number 33, Doug McCollum, that usually means he's not going to be getting any drafting help. There's Andrew Smith, but even then he's going too far away unless they check up a little. But a bunch of drivers are going to go on by, and there's the main pack, number 29 of Joe Torres. Is already done in turns 1 and 2. We're going to see if they can get up to speed and maybe pass this other group of drivers. And wow, those drivers are definitely separated big time. Going to be no problem for these guys to pass them. The question is for Tanner Sharp and Luke Knupp, will they be able to get enough speed to be able to maybe hold off number 29, Joe Torres. Joe Torres is definitely coming in strong, but I think at this point they're going to be up to speed for sure, as Tanner Sharp is actually going side by side for the race lead. It means no drafting help for any of these guys, and that second pack is coming. Second pack is coming quick as Tanner Sharp is taking the lead. It's actually going to lead a lap. I think at this point they're definitely up to speed, as I didn't notice this, but number 77 has a lot of front end damage. You can see where that 29 is. 29 is coming. So the whole group is coming right there. Let's take a look. Joe Torres, 6-time FRL Console Series champion, going to be looking right on the outside line. Nobody else is going to budge. And by nobody else, I meant Tanner Sharp and number 77. Everybody else is going to be following number 29. These two drivers on the inside don't have any help right now. Except for that may be the 28 and number 12 of Derek Castor. They're going to be working on that inside now. Inside line is looking better and better as they go, but it's still early. That outside lane of Joe Torres, who, let's see, Joe Torres is working on it, almost making contact with the number 14 of Ethan Thompson. Wow, what a pass. That was, or I should say a block. They both went down, and it seemed like the number 29 was trying to block the 14 and almost got turned. That checked up the whole inside line as number 24 of Joshua Riddle is getting some help from number 20, David J. Wilson, as they are now working their way up into the lead. We got Gio and, Rick in the back. Tanner Sharp involved. Caution is out. Let's see who else was involved. I'm not seeing anybody else. I'm not even seeing an issue for any of these other guys. They're Castor. Oh, yeah, 77 and Luke Nupp ended up crashing there at the end. Let's go back and see if we can find out just what happened. Ooh, it seems a little bit like a repeat of what happened the previous caution. Oh, man. Heavy damage for the 77, heavy damage for the 28, and the 3, I don't know how heavy that was, but there was damage for sure. Let's take a look at it again. It just seems like the same thing. We're gonna analyze this and see what else we can discover, just to see how similar or different it was. Go back and let's get a look at it from our chopper camera. We take a look there. Number 77 gonna make hard contact with the 3 right on the left side of the rear bumper. And if you were following NASCAR any of the tandem drafting days, then you know that that's a no spot. As that ended up shoving the 3 into the outside. But also, unfortunately, causing the 77 to have to dip all the way in the grass. And while it's not going to tear your splitter in iRacing, it's not going to prevent you from running into the front of your teammate there, unfortunately. So heavy damage for these 2 team drivers from Rocket Racing Setups. So bunch of damage, and these guys are going to try to continue to do the best they can. Remember, 5 fast repairs overall that these guys are going to have. More than half of the field is going down Pier Road right now. Eddie Hawks, Connor Berry, Derek Castor, Tom Johnson, Luke Nupp, Tanner Sharp, let's see who else, Doug McCollum, Thomas Wise, and Brian Lohead going down Pier Road. I want to say, yeah, definitely half the field. 10 drivers are currently being shown as out on track, and there's only 21 drivers out racing. Actually, Brandon Wright appears to be off track. Let's take a look. That's you know what, we do owe Tanner Sharp an interview, and we do apologize once again. We had no idea that the channel input was knocked out. But Tanner Sharp, let's try this again. Unfortunately, the last time we talked to you, it was in better circumstances, and this time we have to pick you up right after you get involved in a bump draft gone wrong, similar to back to the tandem drafting era of drafting. But so far, how's the race looking now that you're in 14th after that accident? How bad is the truck?
Not bad at all. I mean, I just used a fast repair because I got 5 of them. So otherwise, it's all right. Some guys are a little bump drafty, aggressive, and some guys are kind of taking it easy. So it's kind of a mixed bag. So. No big deal. I mean, it's a clash. We're all learning here. There's some guys that are just learning, and that's all they can do. I just told the 77, just take a deep breath. We'll be there at the end.
All right, well said, well said. And we got 20 to go, probably about 18 to go. We're probably going to have a couple lap shootouts for the stage end. What do you think your chances are right now, currently in 13th?
Pretty good, and going to the front.
Well,
so, That's what I'm going to try to do here. So we're going to have a competition yell here of the end of a segment, and we're just going to take a deep breath right now and go from there. So once we get that second segment, we're just going to try to get to the front and be there at the end.
All right, Tanner. It looks like you're going to have your work cut out for you, maybe restarting around 19th. Anybody who you know will be working with you to help you go to the front?
I could, like I said earlier, I can plan things now, but I don't know if anybody's going to stick to it because it's everybody fending for themselves. But whoever's in that position, I can work with. You know, I'll be glad to help them out or help me out, however it could be. So just gonna have to wait and see. Right now, we're gonna try to take it easy, finish this first segment, and then go to the front.
All right, well said, Tanner. Hopefully, the next time we talk to you, it'll be in better condition. So, thank you so much, Tanner. Good luck.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, that was Tanner Sharp that you've heard essentially for the first time today. Second time I've heard him. Third caution in this race. We're gonna have another one very, very soon at the end of the stage break. I believe it should be around 15 to go when the next caution should come out, not pending another incident. If an incident does come out, it will be the end of the segment. So now every one of these drivers has gone down pit road, and they have done so during green flag conditions. So everybody has settled the initial first segment requirement. No one's going to be getting a penalty to start segment 2. But Pace Truck is going to get ready to pull out and essentially go on board Kyle Zimmer as he takes this restart. That for a restart as we see the number 25 Kyle Zimmer was initially pushing the number 24 Joshua Riddle up to the lead. However, that outside line is one of our commentators, one of our chat viewers actually was pointing it out. We had a Worm saying outside line coming in, and the outside line is definitely there. It's time to use that outside line as these drivers have one more lap to go to end this stage. It's going to take a look to see who's going to be the stage winner. It's not going to be for any points or anything, but it's going to put you in prime position to maybe start the next stage up in the lead and have yourself a better chance. So this is essentially the last lap. David Wilson, Joshua Riddle, leaders of the inside and outside line. Number 29 pushing that number 20 with the number 25, pushing that 24. Taking a look to see who might end up being the winner as that inside line gets a good run throughout the middle of the corners, but that outside line may be the line to get. Exiting the corner, the momentum is going to be there. Let's take a look and see what's going to happen. Ford versus Chevy as the number 20 gets the win, or sorry, gets the stage lead there as they're wrecking to the line. Caution is out for the stage break and for the caution as Brian Lowhead, Thomas Wise, Derek Castro involved, and Tanner Sharp looks like he's not involved. Luke Knupp and Brandon Wright, many drivers involved. Let's see if we can go back and see just what happened there. I think we have had a driver essentially just go down pit road. All right, going back, let's see if we can find out what happened. This may have been in the aftermath. Yeah, this was in the aftermath right here. I'm being told Andrew Smith was involved in that incident. That was towards the end. Let's see when the caution came out. Latest yellow flag right here. It's gonna go on board. Let's actually slow things down. Right about now is when they start wrecking. Okay, there you see the 28 trying to go 3 wide. Of course, but good time to do it right there, trying to get the stage. Getting himself good position for the stage. Makes contact with the 14 and the 77 gets involved. 33 of Doug McCollum also involved. So bunch of drivers getting involved in this incident. As let's go forward just a little bit more. Wow, that 14 goes for a wild ride. 87 gets into the back of that number. Can't quite see from here. It might be the number 42. Not 42, 29. Yes? Maybe. No, not right. 66 Aloha gets involved. Let's go on board with that number 14. Let's go back up to speed and let's go to the gyro cam. Number 14 of Ethan Thompson gets involved in that incident right at the end. Heavy damage. Car almost goes sideways, I think. Well, you probably can't see it from there. You cannot. So lots of damage for these guys, and there's one last camera I want to watch. And that is this camera right here. Let's see if I can time this perfectly. Oop, maybe not. There they are. Wow, look at that. Big damage to a bunch of these drivers. Another fast repair is going to get used. So taking a look at what happened with the front end of the pack, we had the number 20 of David Wilson ended up getting past the number 24. That number 20. I apologize. Little blind here is a bad number 29. Ended up doing a good job of pushing the number 20. That's not the 29. That is a 29. Yes. That good push, and you guys out in the chat were definitely talking about it. Doing great side-by-side action, good race to the line. Great job pushing by the number 29 and the 25 in their respective lanes. That is true for sure. Some really good pushing. Usually other leagues, you'll see some of these guys spin out and wreck due to that type of pushing. These trucks are very fragile in that they will like break loose given enough push at a speed, and even depending on where they are in the track, straightaways is always a harder place to push the truck just because of how off the how off the ground they are compared to the corners. So fantastic move by number 20 and number 29, as the 20 is going to be getting that stage segment win, I should say. Go back up to the lead. All right. Let's see if we can get a moment with number 20. We may have to wait for the next caution, unfortunately. Yeah, we will have to wait for the next caution. It'll be a little difficult to interview now that it's going to be one toe green. So everybody that's watching out there tonight, we've seen the action of over the first half of the race for sure already. The first segment is done. What are you guys seeing out there that you guys are liking? Who do you guys think may end up winning this race? Give us picks. And I don't know. We'll see who's correct. I still think Tanner Sharp might be able to win this. Tanner Sharp is currently in 5th, actually. He was one of the drivers that decided to stay out. A couple drivers went down pit road, some of them stayed out. But David Wilson's looking strong. We saw that 29, that 32. A bunch of drivers. Any of these drivers here are capable of winning. Even 17 of Fernando Matos right there in 3rd place. He's definitely capable of stepping it up and getting a win. He's done it here before with a different vehicle, of course, and at nighttime. But Fernando Matos is one to conquer it all. So all these drivers going to be getting ready with a restart on 11 laps to go. Worm saying it's anybody's race. Whoever's the calmest under pressure and luckiest. There is luck for sure as the 17 makes slight contact with the number 9 Johnny Berardi. Everybody's gonna be okay, but those top 2 drivers on the outside, on the first row, I should say, are gonna be sitting ducks essentially, as that 32 kind of checks up, and it may be working out for the outside line. That 20 may have gotten too much of a lead. Check up on the inside line as it's starting to even out. I can't wait to see which line's gonna have it working for them. I think that outside line's coming in strong. It's towards the end of the races. Fernando Matos is gonna, that's not Matos, this is Berardi makes contact with one of the drivers trying to go 3 wide. Caution is not out, actually. Caution is out now as a bunch of drivers get involved. Tanner Sharp involved again. Johnny Berardi, Billy Wise, Kyle Zimmer, Brian Lowhead. Let's see who else is involved. I'm not seeing anybody else, but being shown. Let's see if we can find out just what happened. I'm being shown Tanner Sharp getting involved there. 32.99. There's the 3 who was unfortunately kind of a sitting duck there. Didn't really have, you know, he did nothing there except get involved. It's kind of what happened. So unfortunate luck there. Let's see if we can get ourselves another look as to what happened. Ooh, right there, yeah, Berardi at 32. Berardi, I guess, pushes. Oh no, so he tries to go 3 wide in the middle, and 32 kind of moves down a block. It's not really. It's more of a racing incident than anything else. But these drivers got involved. Heavy damage to all of them. Let's go see if we can get it from a bird's eye view. Go on the blimp. Let's just go to the regular blimp camera right there, right there. So you see the number 99. I don't know if I can even. Nope, I cannot do this. You see the 99. Trying to go 3 wide against the 32, leaving the 32 on the outside line. 32 did not like that, tried to come down, maybe was a little bit too late, and unfortunately did not work out, as that side by side is too close. And then they came down. Number 3 of Tanner Sharp, nothing they can do, and that 28 may have, yeah, that 28 got involved in another incident. Oh, and you can also see some other drivers checking up. I believe that might be the number 25 of Kyle Zimmer getting some heavy further damage. 29 also going out there, hitting the outside wall. Heavy damage for a bunch of these other drivers that maybe didn't spin out, but still ended up getting involved in the accident, as that number 25 is going for a wild ride in the grass. Did a great job of saving it, though, that's for sure. That's for sure. Let's go back live and then see if we can get a quick conversation with the original stage winner. I'm trying to figure out just what's going on with software here. Let's go see if we can find David Wilson. Oh, look at that. He's actually not available for interview mid-race, so we will not be able to talk to him, but I think we may be able to have a quick conversation with a fan favorite. Let's see. Is he here? Yes, he is. Everybody, please turn off your records because we are not playing ABBA, but it is Fernando. Fernando Matos, how are you doing today? Do you have a copy?
Copy.
I'm doing fine, Fernando. I hope you're doing fine as well. You have 1 career win, and it came here back in 2018 in Daytona back in July. And now, Fernando, you're currently 2nd with less than 10 laps to go. What are your chances at winning? Do you think you have it? Do you think you have what it takes right now to win today's race?
I think I do. The track is pretty good, and the outside line is the line to beat. So I think I got a good shot.
Well said, Fernando. Well said indeed. You definitely, you've proven you have what it takes to win. Of course, the one time you won, you were going all the way through the grass. This time by, though, you're going to be looking to see if we can get that win on pavement. But either way, that truck is looking nice and clean. I do believe you had to take a fast repair once or twice getting involved in incidents. But this is it. You're going to be restarting with 7 laps to go. You got the guys behind you. Who do you think is going to be helping you out there tonight? Who's your friend?
My teammate, will be my best friend tonight, right behind me.
And that teammate being number 4 of Nate Catilla. Well, Fernando, Fernando, we wish you good luck. Go get them, and hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of tonight's race.
All right, thank you, Prophet.
All right, and that was everybody's favorite Fernando Matos. There's definitely something in the air tonight, and the stars were bright. That night, he ended up winning that race. But we're going to be restarting with 7 laps to go. David Wilson, Fernando Matos, Eddie Hawks, Nate Catilla, Ethan Thompson, Luke Knupp, Tom Johnson, Johnny Berardi, Thomas Wise, and Brian Lowhead, your top 10 on this final restart here. Let's see if these drivers, let's see who's going to end up winning tonight's clash here. The race number 0 of the 3YTV truck series of Fastlane Racing League. Got that kind of backwards as green flag is back out. That inside line is looking good as there's a wreck in the back. Caution's gonna come out. 23 is flying up and down in the track. 33 involved, 29, bunch of other trucks. 66 is dropping oil all over the track right now. Heavy damage for a bunch of these drivers. We're starting to get to the point of where some of these drivers maybe running out of fast repairs. Let's see if we can see just what happened there. I'm being told Chris Robert may have been the cause of that, or Roberts was the one that brought out the caution. Not saying he's the cause of it. That's the truck that iRacing determined was out of line and brought out the caution, which is weird because there were other trucks sideways. May just be my telemetry software. Let's go see if we can go back just a little bit and see what else could have happened. Oh, right there. 2377 get together. 23 and 77. Let's see. 23 is right here. Tom Johnson. Wow. Up and down in the air. 32 involved. 87 right into the back of Tanner Sharp. Tanner Sharp must not be happy with this thing going on right now. Let's see if we can go back again. Tom Johnson shown he went off track. Let's get a blimp view and see what happened. 77. That outside line kind of checks up a little bit. As I am looking at the right car. Yeah, oh, wow. 23 was initially really didn't have anything to do with that. Just happened. Just had to be there. Unfortunately, number 4 kind of got a bad start. 77 was right on that tailbone, and unfortunate for the 23 was at the wrong place at the right time. Massive damage to a bunch of these trucks, and I'm starting to get a little bit concerned as to who still has fast repairs and who does not. Let's go on board with the number 23 and just see if that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this right here. Let's go back to full speed. Not good, not good. Let's do that again, but let's do that with Tanner Sharp. He's somebody who's also he's already tired of all these incidents going on. Couldn't really do anything. Ooh. That's heavy damage. All right. So Doug McCollum, Brian Lowhead, Tom Johnson, Joe Torres going down pit road. A couple other drivers went down pit road as well. This is like the second round of pit stops. We got some time. Yeah, pace lights are still on. Let's go see if we can talk to our third place driver. Eddie Hawks, and here is Eddie himself. Eddie, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. How you doing, Carlos?
I'm doing quite well, Eddie. How are you doing? Looking third with a restart with possibly 3 to go, actually. What are your chances? Are you just salivating at the mouth right now?
Actually, I'm just hoping to stay behind David here for a little while and see how it pans out. So it's been pretty exciting so far.
Anything you've learned tonight that you're going to be taking over to next week?
Not really in these restrictor plate races. It's best to be up front with 3 to go, though. That's all I can say.
All right, coming to the white flag. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be in the lead, or do you want to be in second or third place?
I'm hoping to be second, then just hopefully we can dart out and have a drag race to the start finish.
All right. Well, Eddie, one last question. Just I don't know. How's the truck doing? Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast. This old bumpy track is it's a handful, but it's a lot of fun.
Well said, Eddie. Well, we wish you good luck. You got a 3-lap restart heading up, and hopefully we can talk to you once this race is over.
Sounds good, bud.
All right, that was Eddie Hawks, currently in third place. So we're gonna see what's going on. It's David Wilson, Fernando Matos, Eddie Hawks, Ethan Thompson, Connor Berry, Kyle Zimmer, Billy Wise, Joshua Riddle, Luke Nupp, and Chris Robert, your current top 10. Nick Attila, Doug McCollum, Joe Torres, Brian Lohead, and Tom Johnson is 11th through 15th. Thomas Wise, Johnny Berardi, Derek Castor, Tanner Sharp, Andrew Smith, and Brandon Wright is 16th through 21st. And Brandon Wright, I believe, did not start this race. No, he did not. So, everybody that's watching, who do you pick? We got 3 laps to go coming up. Who do you think is going to win this year? Are we going to have another caution? Or are we going to make it the rest of the way here without any more incidents? Pace truck is out. And let's see if we can race those engines and listen to these guys purr. What a restart. Oh man, that was something for sure. So far so good with 2 laps to go. It looks to be going nice and smooth. Some of these guys were going 3 wide last time by on the backstretch. This time by, it's starting to look a little bit more calm. That inside line is looking nice and strong. But that outside line, as number 20 actually moves up there, is starting to, whoa, okay, now they're starting to wreck, and caution should come out. As, yeah, that's gonna bring out the caution at some point. No, it's still a green flag. No caution out yet. These guys are still out there racing. Got some drivers wrecking, but iRacing is saying everything's good. No problema here. As they got 4 trucks lined up here to take the white flag. Still no caution as the green flag is out. We are on the final lap. 2 of these drivers side by side, by side. Number 28 and the 45. We have the number 77 and the 20. These guys are pushing each other inside and outside. Battle for the lead here on the backstretch. It's going to be a drag race between 2 sets of 4 drivers, as behind them, number 45 is leading, the number 98 is leading a secondary pack of drivers. Many of these drivers involved in this first accident, but here on the last lap, number 28 is getting helped by the 45. The number 20 is helping the 77 as they're going to move up high. Contact is made. Number 45 is going to make contact with the 28. They are spinning around as David Wilson's going to dip below the yellow line, smack into the outside wall after hitting the 77, and David Wilson might end up being your winner here tonight. Wow! What a finish! Not sure how the officials are going to review that one. We're going to have to take a look at that ourselves as well and see just what happened. That was a fantastic finish. That involved a lot of things as I lost my voice. Oh man, good thing I have actual water here. Wow, what did you guys think out there? What from your point of views? What did you guys think of the ending there? Whew. As number 20, David Wilson might just end up being your winner here tonight. What a finish for sure. We're gonna see just how that's gonna score up, but unofficially your race winner tonight is gonna be the number 20 of David Wilson. Let's go see if we can go into well, let's go see if we can actually find that actual last lap wreck. I know it involved quite a bit of drivers, so if we can, let's get our bearings there. We see that, I believe that's Fernando Matos making contact with the outside wall, and that's going to get a bunch of other drivers involved. There's a number 14 getting turned and going up into the, Fernando Matos hit the wall really, really hard, and he actually ended up finishing in 20th, last driver on the field in the lead lap. So unfortunate night for Fernando Matos. But other drivers involved, look at that, Billy Wise smacking that inside wall really, really hard. And unfortunately, there's no safer barrier there. Come on, NASCAR. I know this is back in 2008, but still. Oh, man, unfortunate for the 32 as his night finishes one lap early. As let's go take a look and see who else may have been involved. Let's go back again. So we had, it showed us Billy Wise, but let's see who else may have been heavily involved in that incident. See the number 17 up there. He almost tried to make it 3 wide. Number 20 moved up high. The 45 was trying to follow the 20, I think. And nowhere for the 17 to go as he came, ended up getting shoved up into the outside wall, made contact with the 25, the 14, the 32, the number 4, a bunch of drivers involved. And that actually checked up the field, and that resulted in 4 drivers. And 4 drivers kind of pulling away in their own main package. I'm going to take a look at the number 32 here. Everybody, you guys may want to look away because this is going to hurt. Ouch. Ouch. Just pretend that hurt, all right? So heavy damage for these drivers, and then that ended up resulting in this 4-car split. It was just these 4 drivers, and we're going to go ahead and skip a little bit out until the actual last lap. All right, so here's the actual last lap. They're going side by side. Side by side. They're side by side this whole time. This is fantastic. That second pack is coming, but that outside line looking real, real good. All right, here we go. All right, actually, I went too far. Let's back it up a little bit more. Let's back it up, back it up, back it up. All right, so here's where things started getting a little bit more chaotic. I believe number 28 went to block the 77 up high. These 2 guys are teammates, I believe, based on their paint scheme. Based on their paint scheme and no other data whatsoever to back that up. 77 from Rocket Racing Setups, and number 28. Connor Berry does not have a team set up here, but could be the same teammates. So let's take a look at the 28, what happened. He actually ended up finishing in 14, so it did not work out for him. But if we slow it up, that's not the slow up button, this is the slow up button. He moves up. I think this was to maybe block. I don't think he got anything from the 45 until now. And, oh, okay, I was mistaken. It looks like the 45, 28 initially moved up to block, and the 45 then made contact and did not really seem to work out for those 2 drivers, as 28 and 77 made contact, and then 28 came down. A little bit of net code, it seems, because both drivers got damage, and then that's when the car started turning down, and then they actually, well, that would have been contact in real life regardless. I know they didn't make contact there, but that would have happened. As, oh my goodness, yeah, both of these drivers go for a wild spin. Number 28 spins, number 45 spins as well, and I believe the 45 Eddie Hawks, well, he hit the safer barrier at least, so he's got that on Billy Wise. Unfortunate for Rios. I feel like I'm missing something, and I know just what it is. There it is. But going back up to the front. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. We have some more things developing here. Let's back it up a little bit more. Let's back it up, back it up, back it up. So after they made contact, the number 28 and the 45 being they, this is when the... Oh, okay. I see what kind of happened. All right, hold on. Let's back it up again. I don't know if the 77 came down on the 20 or if there was net code. I want to slow it down some more. Okay, so 77. I just think the 77 may just be coming down, expecting. You may have been expecting that the 20 was also going down, and that could have been net code. We're not sure, but that it ended up forcing the number 20, David Wilson, below the yellow line. Which will normally be a penalties, but I think it may just be waived here because of what's been going on. And 2077 going side by side. 20 accidentally, trying to get back up into the racetrack, shoves the 77. And here we're not making allegations, we're just pointing out what's going on. As the 77 hits the outside wall, that actually prevents the 20 from needing to hit the wall to kind of like stop his sideward momentum. Let's take a look at just how close it was. Can I go to the next? All right, well, that doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, but that means number 20 at David Wilson is tonight's winner. So, of course, still, we're going to see what they're going to say at the end. But let's go see if we can talk to our third place finisher, Joshua Riddle, who actually does not appear to be on the Discord. But all right, let's go see if we can talk to our second place finisher, Luke Nupp, who also does not appear to be in the Discord. But hey, well, we do have David Wilson, and that's, we got somebody. We're going to see if we can talk to a couple other drivers. But David, congratulations on the win. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, it feels great. It was definitely a tough race, and it was a really fun one throughout the entire thing. Started in the back, managed to get my way up to the front and stay there for the back half of the race, and managed to come up with the win.
Well said, and definitely was something there for you guys at the end. So congratulations on winning. It was a very hectic last lap and a half, essentially. Half the field got knocked out. Well, more than half the field. It was just the 4 drivers, and then coming to the last corner, the 2 guys in front of you essentially took themselves out. It was just you and the 77. Contact with the 77 forced you below the yellow line, and then you tried to come back up into the racetrack and ended up battling with the 77 for the win. Advantage going to you, of course, but it's a non-points race. Not too many people are going to be upset. It's people are just going to let it go. But just the data that you came out with here today, how's that going to help you out for next week?
Well, it's definitely going to help me know for who I can draft with and who I can't. There's a lot of back and forth tonight. These trucks definitely didn't really handle that well in the draft. You can't really go bumper to bumper at all, so it was more so just trying to kind of feather the throttle most of the race and try to stay behind the guy in front and just hopefully get up there to the lead and try to finish the race.
Yeah, well said. And well, no points for tonight. Unfortunately, I know the winner of these races always wishes there was a points thing for this, but you did come out with a win. That's momentum coming in your favor. Is there, well, just essentially, is there anybody you want to shout out to before tonight's race?
No, I don't think so. Not tonight, but we'll see about next week if I make it to the top 3, and hopefully I'll get another interview with you.
Well said. Well said. Oh, before we do let you go, anybody you want to shout out in general? Any sponsors?
No sponsors this year, but I'll shout out some of my friends that were watching there, the PC Rats, and I'm glad they were supporting me throughout this race and helped me achieve the win tonight.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking. Congratulations on the win tonight. First win of the season on the first, well, technically race 0 of the season, but hopefully you can see if we can turn that momentum into another win next week. All right, and that was your race winner, David Wilson. Let's go see if we can talk to third place finisher, Joshua Riddle or Riddell. And I do apologize, Joshua, if I have been doing it incorrectly the whole time. But Joshua, do you have a copy? Joshua's mic is... Oh, okay, looks like that's not gonna be happening. But let's see if we can talk to fourth place finisher, Joe Torres. Joe, do you have a copy? Oh, hello, Joe.
What's up?
Well, looks like you ended up finishing a nice, simple fourth. No points on the night, so it doesn't really matter. We're second through back finish. But did you learn anything valuable that you can take to the track next week?
I would think just more how to try to keep it from overheating, because coming down to the end of segment 1, I was already overheating, pushing to 20 all the way around the track. It was a pleasant experience driving Daytona in that form from the 2008 version of it. At least it was a lot more bumpier, and coming in, and since we're racing Daytona next week, it'll be more of a smoother track, so it shouldn't be a problem. But all I learned was basically how big the runs were, overheating and everything else, like getting back to the old rhythm of pit stops and everything.
Yeah, and of course, naturally, you can't take everything that happened today into next week, just because of the fact that this is a different Daytona from the current Daytona that we have now. But still, fourth place finish, not too bad, Joe. Before we do let you go, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to? Anybody you want to thank, for tonight and for what's going to happen?
Honestly, I just want to thank all the people that are watching. I know a few coworkers and my favorite fan, Teresa, will probably be watching this race. My biggest fan that is actually a customer at my store. So hopefully she's watching. I'll give her a shout out to that, and to all my coworkers who are watching the race, and give a shout out to my team and everyone else and all the drivers. Honestly, it was a lot of fun.
All right, well, thank you so much, Joe. We wish you luck next week, and hopefully you can end up getting 3 more spots in your finishing results for next week.
That's the plan, man. Thank you so much.
All right, well, we will see you next time. Bye. Thank you so much, and enjoy your fourth place finish.
All right, thank you.
All right, let's see who else we can pull up into the track. We talked to Joe. We talked to... let's see who we can talk to. Let's pull up good old fun Brian Lowhead. Brian, you got a copy? Brian may not have a copy. Let's go see who else we can pull up. What about Johnny Berardi? Johnny, do you have a copy?
I do.
Johnny, how you doing? This is Carlos up in here in the broadcast booth. You ended up not necessarily having the best finish, down in 13th, but just tell us how was your night? Did you learn anything that you can take over for next week? Johnny has accidentally deafened himself, it appears. That is not good. I'm not sure if he knows he's deafened. That would not help. Let me move him out and move him back in and see if he'll notice what's going on. Alright, no, it appears we may have lost Johnny Berardi, unfortunately, but we can still talk to one more driver, and that is the league owner, or co-owner, I believe, Kyle Zimmer. Kyle, how are you doing today, my friend? Hold on. Kyle unfortunately has a condition which makes hearing difficult for him, so I do have to type messages to him so he can reply back. So while he reads these, I'm
doing pretty good.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Crazy race tonight for sure. There Coyotes at the end, but I apologize to everyone. They should have threw the yellow that 2 to go whenever they would start wrecking. It seems like everyone saved it at the same time. But it was a good race over. Definitely a different kind of character that Daytona tried with the bump. But I hope everyone had fun tonight as well. And I want to congratulate you to Dave on the win tonight.
All right, copy that. Well, so from today, based on what happened today, is there anything you can take over for next week for the actual points paying race of the season?
For next week, I definitely learned some things, like with the draft wise, but I'll tell you, it could be all new for next week, especially with the new build coming in tomorrow, I believe. So it could be a whole different kind of type of drafting next week, but it was definitely fun overall, and learned some drivers that I haven't really raced with, and all that. So definitely fun to race tonight. Kind of learn race around with people and maybe work with someone, for next week and in a sense. Not that.
All right, well said.
Yeah.
Fortunately, not to finish you on it, but before we do let you go, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I definitely.
You there, Kyle?
Yeah, I definitely like to shout out to everybody who participated tonight for the clash race. I also want to thank you, Carlo, for support and thank and not only broadcasting but sponsoring the series as well. I want a huge thank you for that. I also want to thank two sponsors we have as well. We have the Belly Wise and the Wise guys for the huge support for the truck series. They are heavily involved in the truck series for sponsoring for 10 races. I also like to thank Brandon and BW Design for their support for the Photo Wars and for both series, including 5 races across brands for both series. I also want to thank No Tomatoes and Samara Aladale Beach for heavily involved into the link and supporting the link and for the race event. So I also want to thank Corner Sports for support as well. Once again, I'd like to thank each of you who come on board and help out through the link and evaluate to another level. And main goal is basically give it back to the link. As part of Fastlane Racing League is Disability Racing League, with 80% of the field are disability related, which is very cool. And we have other drivers who are disability and but do support race with each one of us. I want to thank each one of them race this year and have fun with us weekly. I'm very excited to work with each of the sponsorship, including you, Carlos and Streamline TV, Brandon, BW Design Group, and Billy White and the White Guys, Corner Sports, Samara Hallidale Beach for all the support for the link. And once again, thank you, and we'll be heading back to Daytona next week. I'm very excited for it.
All right, thank you so much, Kyle. We'll see you next week, and hopefully you're able to get a much better finish. And 10th place is still respectable, but for the Clash, it's essentially you're finishing last because you only want to get that win. Next week, though, I'm sure you'll take a 10th place finish if there's a bunch of accidents going on. But still, that win is definitely coming, my friend. So that was Kyle Zemmer, co-owner of Fastlane Racing League. Now let's go see. We tried to talk to Johnny Berardi and Brian Lowhead earlier. Let's bring both of them up. Kind of do a dual interview and see if Brian's back. Johnny, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Johnny's here. Brian, you there? All right, Brian's still gone. We're gonna leave him in here just in case he comes back halfway through. Johnny, all right. So you ended up getting yourself, unfortunately, a 13th place finish, but still. I'm sure you learned something you can take over for next week. How confident are you looking for that race?
I'm looking pretty confident for next week. I've had some changes over the winter and stuff like that. Today's race was good. I actually was running fourth there, trying to go for the lead, and I got tangled with somebody. I don't know if it was net code or what, but we got together and I got spun out. So that kind of ruined my run a little bit, but I've got a good confidence for next week at Daytona, and it's the draft. It's all in the draft. For a while there, the outside line was was going fast, and all of a sudden the inside line was going fast. So you just got to figure out which way to go. And so that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to do a lot of hot lapping during this week to figure this all out. And hopefully I can be able to run up front next week.
Well said, Johnny. So you had fun tonight. Unfortunately, getting involved in a couple incidents. That's not fun, but still, first race of the season, technically race 0. Everybody out here is just having a fantastic time, getting ready for the next week's season opener at Daytona, and it's going to be a blast. I can't wait. You can't wait. The people watching can't wait. But before we do let you go, is there anybody you want to give a shout out? Anybody you want to thank for
Yes.
this upcoming season or for this race?
Yes, I do. I have a couple people I want to thank. I really want to thank Eddie Hawks. He helped me with my steering wheel, getting it all set up, and it proved today that it was a lot better than what I ran before. I really like to give a big shout out to Matt Webb with Best Rate Insurance Company out of Arizona. He is sponsoring me this year for some stuff that I needed, and I want to give him a big shout out. And I also want to thank you for broadcasting and all the sponsors for the league sponsorship. I don't know all of them, so I can't go through them all, but I want to thank all of them. I think it's going to be a good, fun season for us, and I'm glad to be back racing with these guys because they're a lot of fun to race with.
Well said. Pardon me as I'm losing my voice again. Well said, Johnny. Well said. And the league sponsors that I have for right now is the Wise Guys, BW Designs, Corner Sports, and of course us, since we are the series title sponsor. But yes, thank you so much, Johnny. We wish you good luck, and hopefully you can get yourself a couple more spots out there in next week's race, because it's gonna be a blast. And my gosh, can we not wait for that one?
I agree, Carlos. I agree.
All right, Johnny. Good luck, and we'll see you later.
All right, see you later. Bye-bye.
All right, Brian, you got a copy. Brian Lowhead. I'm not sure if he's actually in here, unfortunately. But let's quickly just go over the final results. Hopefully he can get in here before we wrap up. If not, then oh well, we tried. We tried. But let's go over through the final results here in tonight's Clash race. David Wilson gets a win after a chaotic lap and a half against Luke Knupp from Rocket Racing Setups. You got Joshua Riddle in third. Joe Torres will be finishing fourth. Chris Roberge in fifth place with Ethan Thompson sixth. Doug McCollum in seventh. Derek Castor in eighth. Brian Lowhead, who we've been trying to reach in the interview, is finishing in ninth with Cal Zimmer 10th. Thomas Wise will be finishing in 11th. Tanner Sharp 12th. Johnny Berardi in 13th with Connor Berry in 14th. Tom Johnson will be finishing 15th with Eddie Hawks in 16th place. Nate Catilla will be finishing off tonight's race in 17th spot. 18th spot is Fernando Matos. Didn't get the finish he wanted. Billy Wise in 19th. Andrew Smith in 20th. And Brandon Wright will be officially finishing in 21st, although he did not take a lap. And, Brian, you there? You got a copy? Going once, going twice, and... Alright, it's time for me to sign off. Carlos Acosta, alongside me is Brian Lowhead, who is passed out after the race. Guess nap time didn't happen until right now. So, Brian Lowhead, saying goodbye, Carlos Acosta saying goodbye, and we will see you next week for the season opener of the Fastlane Racing League 3Y TV Truck Series Daytona race number 1. Be there, have some fun, and we will see you next time. Bye. Bye-bye, everybody.